What is going on, everybody? I hope you're having an amazing day. Welcome back into Acrylic Studios. I'm so glad you're able to visit my YouTube channel and see another awesome video. Now, in this video, in the top left-hand corner, you can see that we are working on Charmander, the acrylic painting. Now, in this video, we are going to be working on just a simple yet fun little sketch to go on the back of that canvas out of a soft charcoal and a light acrylics. Now, during this entire time, I will let you know that I do have a timer at the top of my canvas there. I have begun kind of experimenting with just timing these little sketches. If it takes me longer than an hour to do any of these sketches on the back of a canvas, it either A, has to be extremely intricate and detailed, or it's really not worth my time. I really want these to be just really quick sketches that I kind of throw together just to give the back of the canvas a little bit of life. So what I'll do is I'll just really quickly rough in the overall shape of Charmander here, add a few little details here and there, shade it, and then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and water down quite a few acrylics and add those in. Now, I will give a disclaimer here, you guys. This is not the best sketch that I've ever done, but again, I am going to go ahead and time myself nonetheless, and even if it's not my most proud sketch, it's still fun to put together. During this entire video, I am holding my brand new from the hospital newborn daughter. Super exciting. So that is also happening. So I'm doing everything here one-handed, and I'm kind of having to hold my body and torso and my left arm completely still while I hold that sleeping baby. But as you can see here, we are using my right hand just to kind of throw things together. What I'll do is I'll kind of just makeshift get some paints out of the tube here in a moment, and we'll kind of add some acrylic highlights as well. Here I am, I'm already beginning to add a little bit of the acrylic Mars Black wash as well as some titanium white. The titanium white and the Mars Black really do bring out some of those highlights around the eyes and around the mouth and the nostrils, where that darker tones or maybe like just the lines on like a little cartoon sketch would be. I always thought that the overall way that the Charmander head is kind of angled in this sketch is a little bit off, but nonetheless, that shouldn't keep me from just having fun and sketching something out just because the dimensions are absolutely, positively perfect. The canvas painting is really where it's at, but this is just a little bit extra just to have something on the back of the canvas. It also allows me just to challenge myself by pulling out some of my charcoals and really just practice. Even if it is really on the very porous tooth of the back of the canvas, it has no gesso or anything on it, but it's still just really fun to put together. Here I am, I'm beginning to introduce a little bit of cadmium orange hue. Now, all of these are Winsor & Newton paints, and I am kind of just diluting that here and there a little bit as I go. Now, I end up pulling up a little bit of cadmium yellow hue for the tail in a little bit as well. And the flame just beside the head there is just to symbolically mean, you know, he is a fire type. And maybe if I do some other Pokemon in the future, then maybe like a Squirtle or a Pikachu, then I'll do different element types along with those Pokemon, depending on the sketch that I try to make. Now, the mouth is not supposed to be truly visible in this sketch. It's supposed to be just kind of like a little peekaboo, like, ooh, hi, there's a Charmander right there. So I really mainly wanted just like the top of the nostrils and the head, and then the two eyes kind of like just peeking around the edge of the board of the canvas there, or the frame of the canvas. So it's just supposed to be super simple. Now, again, my baby is in my arms here, and she's getting a little fussy here, so I do start rushing quite a bit here. But it's still very, very fun to just kind of throw this together. And these sketches are just supposed to be really free form and no pressure, other than just timing myself and just trying to stay within that hour-long time limit that I give myself. Of course, the bigger the canvas, the more time I might allow myself, but this is just a really small canvas that my son's going to have. But who's to say he won't want to get rid of this canvas later on down the road, give it away, gift it away, or sell it, whichever. You never know where canvases or pieces of artwork might end up, you know. So this is where we are at this point. It's almost to its completion, and my time has elapsed. I really do think that it's a really cute little design. I did add a little bit more cadmium yellow hue to the kind of highlights around the nose and around the eyes. And of course, I'm going to give it a little signature with an acrylic black marker there, just as something simple there. Now, in the previous video, I had made one of these for Valet the Nun, and I actually put a clear coat over that. I did not do that here yet, so I may come back with a varnish layer over this Charmander later on down the road. Very simple, very quick. Not my best work, but it absolutely adds a little bit of character to the back of the canvas. here it is in its entirety. Now, the next video in the series, we will be varnishing this with a Liquitex satin, so make sure you come back to check out that video. But otherwise, guys, I really do hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you on the next one. Subscribe and like. Later.